Yo, what's up guys? Here's your Dawn Marathon, and today I'm gonna present you with a thorough review of the LOKMAT APPLLP 7, my first serious smartwatch with LTE and a SIM card slot for phoning around. So here it is. Here you go. I'm gonna guide you through all the details and everything in it. First of all, the charging cable. It's pretty nice with a magnetic USB cable, so works pretty well. The battery life is, well, it's okay, almost a full day when you're using it a lot. For the runs, I would assume about 3 to 3.5 hours of GPS. That's not very much, but for a good marathoner it would be okay. So now, first of all, let's start with the cons, because there are very few cons and I would like to guide you through the cons. Yes, so first of all, I had one main concern in the Strava app. When you go inside the app, the first problem was that you are having a poor screen during the runs. So you have no access to clearly seeing your data. You cannot see the full time, the full splits, everything as you can see, but it gives you voice commands and all this stuff. Unfortunately, that's the first serious con, and well, that's an issue, of course. The other thing is, I've also tested the inbuilt running app and the main problem with that was not the looks and the options, but the problem that this app has a poor GPS coverage and it's not precise at all, even though the other con might be that there are no serious indicators here of a average pace or whatever. All you have is the distance, time, and your speed in kilometers per hour, but not in the usual sense of minutes per K. So unfortunately, this special running app is running on its own chip is also garbage. And now I'm checking my list, because I think that's just about it with the pros and cons of this watch. Excuse me, with the cons, because I've noted very few. That was the Strava app con and the running app, which was very poor. Yes. No, that's just about it. That was it. So now let's move on to all the beautiful pros. First of all, the sound. The sound is impressive. I was very satisfied with the sound of this watch. The audio is nice and clear. The speakers are very clear. So I'm just gonna show you one song inside of my watch, the only song. So here it is. Here you can hear the sound. It's quite nice. Yep. So the other thing is the Bluetooth headphones connection. It works really great. When I turn off the Bluetooth headphones, it's already connected. So with the Garmin Phoenix and all the other watches, I've been waiting quite a while. Sometimes I had to manually pair them. Well, that was not very nice. However, that's just about it. So the sound in the headphones is also great. So now let's move on to video. After installing all the apps, because you can install the apps from either the App Store or from the internet, from your browser, from Google. It's just wonderful. The other con was, of course, that the apps do have a limited view. It's not the original view as you can have it here in on your PC or your Android. And however, I'm having YouTube here, and I'm going to show you a video because that quality is also great. So here it is, shacked in a full, and I have to move on to the full screen. This is way too loud. I'm gonna have to make it a little bit quieter. 37, 36. So here we go. Let's go back to YouTube. Now let's check it out. So here it is. Skip the ad. Move on to full screen. No, that was the wrong button. Yeah, it's quite hard to hit the exact place right here to have it full screen, because the button is right to the next button, the full screen button, so it's almost impossible to hit it.
What's your most memorable topic?
Yeah. Please bear with me.
Well, this is a very special time on the show. What's your most memorable topic or story?
Yeah, there it is, finally. Excuse me for having to wait so long. So, where were we? Shacked in a full. So, let's get back to the full screen YouTube and on the other pros of the other apps. So the Strava app works, the running app itself is okay, even though as I said, it's not fully visible each and every single detail. The music, however, works during the run. You can exit the music and enter Strava, or vice versa. Enter Strava, exit, switch on the music, and come back to Strava. It works. It all works. I can show it to you quickly. However, the thing is that you are needing a little bit of patience to do that stuff, but it's worth it because the quality is quite okay. There are no interruptions, because sometimes even with those Phoenix watches you had some interruptions and some disturbances during that Bluetooth use, but here I haven't experienced anything. So as you can see, music is running and I'm going to Strava or to the Nike Run Club app. However, and here you have those things. Turn it on and you can listen to the music. You can go back out, and yeah, so here it is. Now I'm going to talk about the call while running. I can also call during the runs, and on the upper right hand button I can see what's open right now. Tuck, tuck, turning it off, back to YouTube. And as I said, you can call while you are running. You can even text message. I'm using Telegram at the moment and it is working pretty nice while on the run. I can also show you the looks of it because it looks brilliantly nice. So here are my contacts, just a short view, and let's get back because you don't really want to know what's in those conversations. So the other thing was the video recording is also quite okay, because it's not supposed to be a high resolution camera. It's just supposed to be a smartphone you can call with, and that's it. That's just about it. However, it's doing a pretty nice job. As soon as you watch it on the watch, it's okay. But if you're watching it on the laptop, PC, or whatever, it's gonna be not that great resolution. But as I said, it's not supposed to be a camera. Here's my son, you can zoom it in, but you need a lot of light to have some decent photos and videos. Here's the video. Yep, let's check it out. It's okay. However, you need to know that it's just supposed to be a phone for calls, and that's what it does best. And the other things don't really matter, as I said. So let me talk about the maps in your run. There are also the maps during the run, which you can have in Strava and Nike Run Club. So, and here's the final thing. As I said, the chip, the GPS, doesn't work pretty well, because there are two chips, one for the running, for the sports apps, which is using less battery, but the GPS doesn't work that nice, so that's quite of an downside. So you have to use those apps, installed apps, which are using a lot more battery, but they're working better, more precise. So now there it is. I have also installed Suunto, and I deleted it because there was also not everything visible. Strava doesn't work, and now here's the surprise, the final verdict for runners who are really interested in this watch, because I was very close to say it's a no-go, but fortunately, because I wanted to keep it anyway, because I need a new cell phone, and this is supposed to be my new cell phone, and I also wanted to have a good running watch. So because I no longer use Garmin and all those other precise watches, because my performance is really bad and full of injuries, and I can get back to normal. So running isn't that important anymore for me, but it is at a high level at least. But it is important to have at least the precise measured data and the distance and all the other stuff, so I can have some fun and have some music in my runs and etc. So here it is, the winner, chicken dinner, the winner, Nike Running Club, the Run app. It's the only thing that truly works as a running app, and of course you need to wait to have some connection and all that stuff, GPS signal. But as soon as you're in, you can have those nice voice commands and the nice screen. You can alter the type of thing you need to know, the data here, distance, the time, the pace, the average pace. So you can also go over to the map, and it all works. You can all do it during the run. You can exit this app and have either the pre-installed music or your own music app. So now let's get back to the splits. And this is, however, as I said, the only app that works, where you can even see every single thing. Now I got the signal with green, GPS signal. So if you're really looking to have a nice running app, so it is gonna be the Nike Running Club app. And It is fully visible. It's a lot of fun hearing the voice commands in your ear, and you can set targets, distance, time, and pace targets. What else can you do with a small smartwatch like that? Last but not least, I'm going to show you the watch faces, which are also quite interesting. So let me quickly take it off, because I forgot to show you those. They are really rocking. So you can choose by pressing the display, and here it is. Here's my son, for example. Then you're having some very nice watch faces, which are also active. Of course, they're using quite a lot of battery, but they're a lot of fun. And wait a second. This one is also very nice. And these little astronauts. This one here painting the sky. This one cleaning the moon or whatever. So some nice ideas. Here's the original. Here you can press right on the camera. That's also good shortcut. So that was just about it, my friends. I would say this LOKMAT APPLLP 7 at 187 euros is quite expensive, but it is a watch you can call with, and it's worth the money because you need to be in contact with your family and friends. And on top of that, if you're a serious runner, you might use the Nike Run Club app and have a precise GPS data recorded for your runs, and you can afterwards even sync my Tracks app to Strava, which I'm gonna do when there's gonna be some serious runs, but most of the time I will do it and keep in touch with my friends on Strava since I'm no longer on Facebook. So peace out. Your Dawn Marathon with a LOKMAT APPLLP 7 review. Peace out. Stay tuned for more.